My name is Inspector Pride, Interpol. I'm keeping my eyes on the following criminals. Their weapons, the rooms they occupy. I suggest you do the same.
Excuse me.
Hey, Plum. Look what I found. Just lifted off the guy that's been hanging around. They're on to you.
Look, Green, you gotta help me get out of the country.
I don't gotta do nothing.
Your picture's on page 27.
We gotta get out of the country.
Ditto.
Yes?
Do you want me to turn down the bed?
Why? Is it too loud? Switch on the radio, dear.
When will you be leaving us, ma'am?
On the very next flight.
And now the news. Police believe they are closing in on the whereabouts of the notorious Mrs. White.
Maybe we can share a cab.
Good idea.
Hello, Brunette's Restaurant. Monsieur Brunette speaking.
About time we had a reservation. You know, this idea of going straight...
I'm afraid there is no brunette here. No. I said Hilda. Yeah, this is Monsieur Brunhilde. Sorry, wrong number.
What's up, sugar?
Internal revenue.
I told you we shouldn't have filed last year.
Miss Peach, shut up and pack.
Con games weren't good enough for you. No, it's time to go straight.
I made a mistake. Shoot me.
Later, I gotta pack.
There's a newspaper in the bottom of this cage.
Extraordinary.
Colonel Mustard, we must call off the mission.
Scarlet, please. This is my first spy job in years.
I am in charge. We must contact our control in Paris.
Paris, Oh, dear.
Out of my way! Out of my way! Out of my way!
Madam Rose!
Oh, I'm checking out. Be a good boy and pay my bill.
Oh, I can't do that.
Oh, keep the change.
Don't you want to leave a forwarding address or something?
Are you kidding?
Wait a minute. You forgot your rope. Madam Rose, you forgot your rope.
Hello again, and welcome to Parker Brothers' VCR clue game, Murder in Disguise. The object of the game is to discover who are the murderers and victims, the room in which each murder took place, and which weapon was used. Let's start with an introductory game. The detective fact sheet will help you keep track of what you learned. So, everybody, take one now. I said everybody. Okay. First off, let's ignore the section on the left that says players. That's my favorite part of the game, but we'll save that till later. We're going to play game one. So let's look it up in the case book. It says here we have 3 murders. That's 3 victims, 3 different murderers, 3 rooms, and 3 weapons. That means to win the game, you must complete the first 3 lines of this accusation. And to do that, you need clues. There are 3 decks of clue cards and 10 suspect picture cards. For this game, we'll use the blue clue cards only. Put all the other cards away. I'll explain them later. Now, deal out 3 cards to each player. Stop the tape until you finish dealing. The clue cards show facts numbered 1 to 6, each pertaining to a different mystery game. We're playing game 1, so only the facts numbered 1 on your cards will count for this game. The initials at the right tell you whether a fact concerns a murderer, victim, weapon, or room. And at the end of each fact is a scene number to which it refers. All the facts in game 1 refer to the introduction, so if you remember what you've just seen, you can start to solve the mystery right now. Grab a pencil, and we'll do it together. I have a fact that says the woman who opened the door committed murder with the candlestick. That makes Mrs. Peacock a murderer. And her weapon was the candlestick. Now mark all that down on your fact sheet. Let's try another. The weapon held by Monsieur Brunette was used to commit murder in the lounge. Well, Brunette held the candlestick. So that means the candlestick was used in the lounge. I can note that by connecting them. But if I know that Peacock used the candlestick and the candlestick was used in the lounge, Mrs. Peacock killed someone in the lounge. I can enter all that right here in the accusation. But who was it she knocked off? Another fact. The man who held up the papers died in the room with the birdcage. Plum had the papers, so he's a victim. But where was that birdcage? I'll make a note till I recall. That's it, the lounge. Plum died in the lounge. Now that makes him Peacock's victim. And we've solved one of the 3 murders in this game. Take a few minutes now to read the facts on your clue cards. See what you can learn about the other 2 murders. And note it down on your fact sheet. Don't worry if you can't remember everything. You'll get a chance to see the scene again. Play begins with the person on my left. What kind of information do you need most? Do you need a fact about a murderer, a victim, a weapon, or a room? Pick any other player and ask for the kind of fact you need. He or she must give you a card with that kind of fact. If that player doesn't have one, ask someone else. Instead of asking for a fact on your turn, you may replay the scene or pick a clue card from the deck. When you think you've solved the mystery, announce that you're ready to make an accusation. You may make an accusation at the end of your turn. Use this special red filter to check the solution in the casebook. If you're right, announce your solution and dazzle us all. If you're wrong, you lose. Don't take any more turns, but keep your cards and stick around in case someone asks you for a fact. After you've played game 1, you'll be ready for the big time, a full game. Return to the spot on the tape and I'll tell all. But right now, you've still got 2 murderers to catch.